When you flip somebody off, do you stick your thumb out or do you keep your thumb in? It's very important that I know this. It's incredible the persuasive power that language can have. In an instant, it can bring your hunger from a 0 to 100 with just one word. Munchies, crunchies, punchies, all these things will tell you that your teeth are going to be in for a wild ride. The English seem to do this really well, although sometimes it does go a bit too far.
Tangy, fruity, chewy, spree. It's a kick.
The value proposition, 30% caramel and 5% crisp biscuit center. Okay, that's all well and good, but here's the problem. I'm seeing this thing right from the jump that's going to be a bit of a roadblock here. You're going to be dealing with SSS. That's known as soggy sock syndrome, because this thing right here, right, the amount of biscuit that you have and the amount of caramel around it, that thing is going to be so soggy and so mushy that you're not going to get that crispy goodness that you expect from something like this. When you have something like a Twix bar, for example, you got a lot of cookie to work with, and you can distribute that caramel a lot more evenly. However, when it's all centered in one thing like that, oh man, all signs point to the Sog. I suppose it could be done, right? It all depends on how much that you trust Nestle. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy in half. Oh yeah, check it out, check it out! It looks like the gems that I would put into a socketed weapon in Diablo 2. This one adds 10 plus to strength. And this one makes Blizzard a good company again. They smell horrible. I'm talking about like ancient chocolate that's been buried away for like thousands of years. They got this very musty smell to them, which granted might have to do with the blooming and the age of these things. It's all possible, right? We try to do what we can here. So it's not doing too great. In bloom work for Nirvana, maybe it'll work for the munchies. Let's go ahead and have a taste. Let me tell you a tale here. One time, me and my buddy Mo got a big bunch of food and put it into a plastic bag. Every day, we would add to this giant bag of food with whatever food we had laying around. Pizza crust, old meatball subs, milk, cookies, whatever it was that we ate that day, we would put it inside of the bag, seal it up, and then put it inside of an old church chimney. We did this for a long time, months and months that we did this for. Eventually, it got to the point where it was this giant mass, this giant brown mask that had distinct layers on top of it. It was like a cake. Each layer was a different color and a different scent as well. We called it the Brownie Farm. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, and thinking about it makes me dry heave just a little bit. This is better than that, but not by much. The puke aesthetic is really strong with this one, dude. This has the strongest taste of puke I've ever had in a candy. I mean, this caramel right here, this caramel tastes like hot vomit when it's going down. It's unbelievable how strong that vomity taste is. And it's not just the taste of the vomit, right? You can actually feel that burning sensation at the back of your throat. It's really surreal. Now, that is made only worse by the chocolate itself. To call it bland would be a bit of an insult to celery across the world. It's nothing. I mean, there's nothing here. The chocolate itself has no taste whatever, and whatever taste it does have, it's very spotty. Some of them have taste, some of them don't. Is immediately overpowered by the vomity caramel, man. It's no good. But the main star of the show, does it have the crunch? Does it have the promised crunch that we all were looking forward to? Yeah, it does. For about a microsecond, you do hear a little bit of a crunch, and you do have that tender yet brittle texture coming through a little bit. But, I mean, the fact of the matter is, you're not going to want to eat any more of this stuff because that caramel is so bad. It's unbelievably bad, dude. Like the backwash. All I can think about is backwash. It's, I don't want to munch this. Who the hell would want to munch this? Sometimes I like to switch it up on, right? So I hit him with one of these. Like, oh, you're cranking it, you're cranking it, you're cranking it, you're cranking it. Oh, look at that. It's the surprise middle finger. Unexpected, but always welcome.